Hi, Kyle.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
We're doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Good to see you again.
Pleasure to be here.
Good. So we've got a lot of people listening from outside of Myrtle Beach and other states. So I want to give you a minute to introduce yourself to those people. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you work, what you do.
Sure. So Kyle Hawley, work with Dunes Realty Sales in Garden City Beach, South Carolina. Our specialty is second home, investment condos and homes along the ocean front. Our business actually has 900 vacation rentals down here as well. So we dabble a lot with all those second homeowners, those vacationers who are looking for a place at the beach. In our prime season between April and September, we have a lot of vacationers down here that are looking around for something to have at the beach. They're home away from home, and we're here to help them out with that.
So how do you prefer people get in touch with you?
Cell phone's the best way. I'm always available. Text message, call on my mobile. Obviously, social media is becoming a larger focus in our industry. So any of those, very, very accessible there.
What's your number?
843-241-8684.
So do you specialize primarily in the Garden City area, or are you all up and down the Grand Strand?
No, we're predominantly on the South Strand. So that's Surfside basically to Pawleys Island. We try to be specialization versus generalization. So we try to focus on one little area that we know, kind of our backyard, so to speak, and don't try to know everything. We just try to know our backyard.
It's been a few months since the last time you and I met, but I know back then you were in the top 2% of all the realtors here in the Myrtle Beach area. So how did 2018 finish for you?
2018, very, very well. Over the past 2 years, averaging 18 million in sales for the last two. This year starting off basically the same, about 5 million in sales so far this year. So right there at the top, and just trying to get ramped up for the busy season, even though January and February have been very busy so far.
Good.
The market's still primed for a big spring and summer season. So we're getting excited.
I guess I'm definitely talking to an expert in the residential real estate market here. So I want to ask you, what's your opinion of the health of the market here in Myrtle Beach?
Very good. Very good. It's 70 degrees in February, and I guess we've just rolled over into March. And when you have that type of weather, the quality of life we have down here, cost of living, we're always going to be relevant for those people looking to move into a mild climate, and somebody on a fixed income that's looking for, somewhere that's affordable. So, the market in the foreseeable future that we've seen, everything that we're listening to, talking to, everybody saying we're looking good for the foreseeable future.
So what reasons do you hear the most why people are relocating down here?
Right now, being that it's, 8, -30, we've heard in the Chicago area, it's weather. You're sending them the waves crashing on a blue sky, sunny day. It's 70 degrees in February, and they're saying, why can't that be me? Why can't I be there? So again, quality of life, cost of living down here is cheap. You're getting all those people that are tired of the winter, tired of the snow shoveling, that want to be down here. Just quality of life in general is, in my opinion, is forcing people down here.
There's a lot of people listening who have decided that they're going to buy a home here in the Myrtle Beach area. They haven't maybe decided exactly where, but what message do you want to send to those people?
Really availability and just overall communication. Those are the two things that we feel that lack in our business. We hear it from clients all the time that, agents they've dealt with in the past, they're not available. They don't communicate as much as they need to. We're a little bit more of a boutique company where we're always available. We're trying to be for all of our customers. Number one right there is if you can make yourself available to everybody, that relationship starts to grow a little bit more. There's not a frustration there. 34 years this Sunday of basically being in this area. I'm born and raised in Murrells Inlet. Know the area like the back of my hand. So with a lot of knowledge there as far as what areas are good to be in, that's unprecedented market research that a lot of people in this area don't have. And then, lastly, just relationships, building relationships, being passionate about those relationships. You deal with me from start to finish. You don't get passed off to a closing coordinator or a processor. The day you talk to me as we start this process, you end with me, and it doesn't end there. It's after the transaction, it becomes a relationship, and I'm there for whatever type of referral you need in the area. Just growing up here and knowing that knowledge, doctors' offices, schools, churches, anything there, I want to be there as a friend to you and a resource for you for the days after closing. So it doesn't stop, once we get that paycheck, so to speak.
You don't run into a lot of people who have been here for 34 years. They're A lot of them are from somewhere else.
They call themselves locals, but we're natives.
That's right.
So we're a dying breed, but it's a joy to be here, joy to give back into the place that I grew up. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, what do you have to say to the people who own a home here in the South Strand who have decided they're going to be selling that home for whatever reason this year? Why give Kyle a call? What do you bring to the table, and what are you doing different than the other realtors here?
It really comes down to just out hustling the competition. Mm-hmm. I have 3 daughters, as we talked about earlier, and this is a job. It's a passion for me that I'm going to out hustle that competition because I'm working for you, and I have to put food on the table for my girls. I got into this business because it was a passion. I'm very passionate about it, and when you love what you do, it's not work. It's fun. So when some people are complaining about going to work 6-7 days a week, it's just fun for me. So I give it 110% and then some. And obviously my results have reflected that. So
well, the results speak for themselves, that's for sure. We're running short on time. I know you're a busy guy and you need to get back to work. What final messages do you have out there for the listeners that we didn't touch on? What do you want to tell them about Kyle and your real estate services?
Call me just to chat, talk about the market, just touch base with me. We've got a lot of knowledge. It's fun to me. Just to throw it out there too, Dunes Realty Sales, we've been named Best of the Beach by our peers for the last 3 years consecutively. So if I could sit here behind the microphone and tell you that we're the best, but when you have your peers out of the 400 or 500 agencies down in this area along the Grand Strand, when you're voted the best by our peers, it says a lot, and we take a lot of great pride in that distinguishment. So come see what we're about, whether it be for primary residence, condo, second home investment along the South Strand. I think you'll like what we have to offer.
So Kyle, it's great seeing you again. Thanks for coming by. If there's anything we can do for you this year to help you out, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we will talk to you again real soon.
Perfect. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.